Welcome back to Based or Cringe, a series where we test different farming strategies in Path of Exile. And today we're testing Legion. I have done some testing with different scarabs and different maps, and I have landed on a nice open layout, Canyon. 8 mod maps, still from the giant pile of 8 mods that we farmed earlier. I still have quite a lot, as you can see. This is not gonna be an easy strat. This will require a strong character. The last one was kind of easy, so I wanted to turn up the difficulty, but not turn up the investment. This strat is cheap. As of right now, this Scarab is like 8C each from Faustus, 6C from the trade side, 10C if you want to buy big bulk. And these Scarabs are less than a chaos. Officers is 1 chaos, and Nemeses is 1.5 chaos. Basically, it's 12C per map in Scarabs or less. We are putting 7C Legion on the map device, so that's very expensive. But you get the idea. It's not, 2 div per map investment, some crazy stuff. We're gonna run Legion Scarab of Eternal Conflict. I have only run chill Legion strats in the past, so I wanted to give this Scarab a try. This Scarab makes it so that you can keep breaking out Legion mobs from stasis multiple times, and they kind of stack their rewards, kind of like in a 5-way, how you're stacking the rewards by killing things. It's just on top of the sergeants and the chests. So we're gonna be full clearing the Legions multiple times over, and we're gonna have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Legions per map, guaranteed, and those Legions can be opened a lot. How does the tree look? It's increased effective mods tree, quant rarity, Legion, a little bit of red altars, some scarabs, but not really, just the ambush and this one, because we're killing a lot of rares. Remember, we're gonna have a lot of rares in the Legions, the sergeants. We have the rare scarab node. I didn't go for emblematic. I did click the Marraketh and the Templar army to be more likely. Those are the more worthy emblems. But I'm basically only looting big stacks of splinters. I think it's only 10 and up that I left on my filter. We have some shrines, but it's mostly just a Legion tree with increased effective mods, some quant rarity, and some red altars. Originator map drops on the top, of course. That's it. Now, you might be asking, why am I not running this with a Headhunter? Because my build is set up to be a Mageblood build, and I'm not res capped without Mageblood with the flask, so I don't want to redo my whole build. However, I did add Inspired Learning into my build. I added an Inspired Learning here. This is 1 div jewel. It's actually 10C right now without any corruptions. I spec these 2 nodes, kind of worthless. I spec these 2 nodes, kind of worthless. But I'm getting a lot of buffs from the Legions, so I did some testing, and it's really worth adding this Inspired Learning jewel into the build. What is an Inspired Learning? When you kill a rare monster, you will get one of its modifiers for 20 seconds. So it's like a mini Headhunter. A Headhunter steals all of the rare mods for 60 seconds. Inspired Learning steals 1 for 20. But as you can see, we'll be clearing a lot of rares, so we're actually gonna have like 20, 30, 40 buffs of this at all times. Any like a proximity shield bubble, mana donut, increased attack speed. There's a whole bunch of mods that you can steal from rares. It helps both offensively and defensively. Actually helps my Merc and my AG stay alive more. We'll see how much they're gonna be dying. I also tried this on T16.5s. It is more juicy, but it's also harder, and I don't think the investment increase is worth it. So this is actually kind of a cheap strat, but difficult, because we're gonna be breaking the Legions out over and over again. I am going to be incubating all the stuff that drops, and I will not be able to keep up. I've already run a few maps just to test, and I'm only looting 3 types of incubators: fossilized, skittering, and ornate. So just currency, fossil, and scarabs, and already on those 3 types of incubators I'm over sustaining. Anyway, you can also incubate on a Thief's Trinket. Useful information, of course. It's an extra slot, an extra item you can incubate on. You cannot incubate on the Merc, so we tested it. The Merc has to get the kill for him to actually incubate. I have put some incubators on my Merc, killed some stuff. Number doesn't go up. You would have to put on a Gravebind, and then he gets the kill, but then you don't get the kill, so then you're not incubating. Doesn't matter. Doesn't work. No incubating on Merc. As always, empty tabs. We'll track the loot. We'll track the gold. So, map device cost. Town. 0 gold. Let's go. First Legion. Looking at the buffs on the top left here, we have 29 inspired learning buffs, and there's still 10 seconds left on this Legion opening. As you can see, we're continually killing the sergeants over and over again, getting new buffs. Now the old ones are starting to expire. It's kind of a little bit of old Headhunter vibes. We'll see if the Merc and the AG can survive this. They're kind of living for now. First map. I think I'm gonna chain the Legions though, so keep the buffs rolling. We'll loot after. We'll do like clear one Legion, click the next, chain them. So my Merc dying is like an 80% damage reduction. So I just lost both my AG and my Merc. Let's see how this impacts the rest of the map. We're still giga clearing the Legions. We still have 47 buffs. It's kind of nice. Little bit of flickering going on. It's fine, guys. We don't need the textures anyway. All we want is a lot of loot on the ground. Heavy belt, neuron activation. Next Legion. Oh, I got Headhunter from the card or from the flask. Oh my god, it's gonna be so juicy. Holy, just roll for Headhunter. Look at that. Oh my god, 44 1-minute buffs. Let's go. Just holy shit. Look at this. This is some old school shit. Oh my god, we're home. Legion Headhunter, kind of. Except, what the fuck is going on with the textures? GGG, please, bro. What is this? And on top, Headhunter drop, I sleep. Headhunter from Wine of the Prophet flask? Real shit. Oh my god, that is fun. Sorry about the textures, that's not fun. But the strat is fun. I think I'm happy with this one. Uh-oh. Wait. What's happening? Server? Or? Oh no! What happened? Guys, wake up. My loot. Why are they friendly? Did the Merc make them friendly? Okay, what if I leave? Oh! Holy sh... Fucking horror movie. What was that? Okay, they instantly killed my Merc and my AG. What is this? Okay. Guys, this might be somewhat difficult. Okay, 12 buffs. We're back. Okay, they're dead. What the hell happened there? Okay, so if you click the Legion while the Merc fight is active, they become your allies for a while, and then suddenly they don't, and then they jump scare you. Murder gasp. Jesus. Okay, that was an experience. Let's not do that again. Why do I have a cassock? The game actually allows you to try to put a fossil in a socket in an item, because that is an interaction that exists with resonators. I was just trying to loot, and I was just trying to replace this cassock and then drop it on the ground, but I clicked the socket instead of a random other position. So the game actually lets you attempt to do this. I did not know that. That is interesting. Correction to the tree. I'm just a few maps in, like 3 maps in. I will get emblematic because I pathed down here already to get the Legion 100%. So I'm dropping 4% Scarab and 5% Eldritch pack size to grab emblematic. Emblem sets are still maybe okay. Maybe we'll get a couple of emblems that we can sell as a full set. Or you drop all of this, not have 100% Legion, and just get more pack size for your altars or more Scarabs. That's what I'm doing. Ooh, they're both kind of dying. They survived. They both survived the map, guys. It happened. Map number 5, both AG and Merc survived. That's fucking badass. Have to babysit them a little bit, but it's good. What is that icon? I've played this game for 15,000 hours. I have not seen that icon before. Potion seller? I need your strongest potion. Hopefully it's coffee. I don't know what that is. PoE 2 quest icon? Okay, but why is that here? I'm in a Legion map. Hello? Sacred Orb? I've never actually used it in one of my builds. Ooh. Second divine this map? Yo. Yeah, look at that. It's pretty cool. Okay, Merc, please don't die. Merc already dead on my screen. What the fuck? Don't do him like that. He's gonna be fine. But he's dead. Ooh, there's a couple of items on the screen. That's pretty good. We'll be back here later. Banger. A divine, a puzzle box, some stuff. I had no mana. What was I supposed to do there? It's the guy with more projectiles than me. I can't. Oh, there's another one. Shit. They're guarding the loot. They were guarding the divine. I need that. Got him. Bye. See ya, nerds. Good shrine. Let's go. Do you prefer the wine to the dying sun? Yes. Not just specifically for the strat, for everything. The buffs are so much cooler. Getting Headhunter, Solitaire, other stuff than versus just to proj. Oh my god, my screen, bro. Can I... Why? Okay, next Legion. Jesus, it's actually the worst it's ever been, this map. What is this?
I'm gonna come.
No. What is happening? Okay, okay, no. It's starting to stabilize. Okay, no. The dream world is completely collapsing. GGG, fix it! Okay, they fixed it. Nice. Okay, that's good. This is how it should look. There we go. Thanks! What did they do? They actually fixed it. What the fuck? Blocks attacks. Ow. 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 He had a chisel. Okay. I think we are done. That was 50 maps. Holy. We got this, 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 and this. Let's find out if that was worth it. Taking out some trash, not counting this in the data, some random shitty currency and whatnot. There is half a divine of reach rings here that I looted. It's like half an inventory. Inventory goes for 1 div. But not gonna count this because it's not a full inventory. Not gonna bother selling them right now. So just goes in the dump. And we're back. Let's get started on the pricing. You know what time it is. It's our good friend Windows calculator. This is what we got. Took out some trash. This is the essences. I upgraded them all to deafenings, and I took out the remaining screamings. Probably shouldn't be looting screamings, but there's a lot of them that drop from, you know, in a pile, in a Legion chest, whatever. It's okay. A lot of incubators. I've been incubating this entire time. I'm only looting 3 types of incubators, and I ended up with this many still. So, yeah, we'll count that somehow. We got 13 originator maps. Sorry, 18 originator maps, 18 T17 maps, a 2-div Anger Aura, 9 Elder maps, some Shaper maps, some Conqueror, Synthesis, whatever, 2 keys, a couple of blueprints, a couple of deception contracts, a couple of uniques that are good for dust, and lots of maps. Now, I favorited Toxic Sewers, and people are running the Exile Bottle strategy, like we suggested people do on week 1 with our group. So actually white or unrolled or uncorrupted, not 8 mod toxic sewers, are actually 560 each in bulk. I don't think I'm gonna value them as that much, but I will value them as 4. I think for 4 this would immediately sell. 5, 6 you might have to wait a bit to find a buyer. So we have 79 toxic sewer maps here that we got, which is 316C, and we got another 100 other maps. Not gonna value those. 1, 2C value each. If you want to add another 100, 200C at the end, whatever. I just pop them into King's March. All can go. Essences, I'm going to Wealthy Exile this, and I'm also going to Wealthy Exile the fossils that came from either the ground or incubating. Not that much, and you can't get the good fossils, like the good deep delve fossils, so this is just kind of gumball, but some of these are 3C each, and we have multiple stacks of them. If you Faustus them, this is still pretty good money, so we'll Wealthy Exile them later. And now we do the manual pricing for this tab. We'll take out the investment and then see how much we made after we add those tabs together. So we got 2 prime chaotic resonators. These are 80C each. I'm gonna be checking Faustus price sometimes because it's like kind of easy to just instantly sell this stuff. This is 92C insta sell, like right here. I could just click this button here, and for 4,600 gold, this chaos could be mine right now. So, you know, we'll add 92C twice. These are dust uniques, so you disenchant them in your King's March. That's why people buy them. I will not sell these because I want dust for my shipments. So this is 70C, this is 60C, and these are 20C. Blueprints are 35C each. We went over this last time. We got 7 of them. We'll go with 30 because we don't have a big bulk. So we'll just go to the want to buy people. That's 210C. Sorry, we're missing the toxic sewer maps, guys. I forgot to initially place the plus sign. Okay, we're at 880C. Now, deception contracts, we have 14 of them. Thank you, chat. 13C each. 182C. Omen of Brilliance, 20C. 2 Divine Anger. We dropped a bunch of random gems. Some of them are 20, 20. Some of them are 21, 20. Some of them are 123 quality. I just rendered those for GCPs. There's a couple of things that are like 510C. I didn't value those. Smite, this is the exception. It's a 120 Smite. This is actually around 20C. We'll add 15 for the Smite. And then the 2 Divine, current Divine price, 215. So we'll add 430 for that Smite gem. Boom. Unique maps, 30C for that, 30C for that, 20C for those. I don't know how fast they sell. And I'm already rate limited, 25. I'm gonna skip the Moon Temples and we'll just do 30, 30, 25, and then done with the unique maps. These are all 20, I think, so 60 for those. 3 Shaper maps are giga cheap. I might not even value them. They're like 6, 7C each, whatever. You can sell them in bulk, but we'll skip them. Elder maps are, I think, 15 though. 10, so 90C for that. 20C for these. 25 actually. We'll add 50 for the 2 Conqueror maps. Relic keys are 2 div right now. Can you Faustus relic keys? You can actually, and they are about 2 div. Okay, so we'll add 430 each. T17 maps, they're all Abomination because we're in the same map, obviously. It's looking like 40C. Unless you have a big bulk, then you can charge more. I don't really have a big bulk. It's okay, but you know. Let's say 40C each. That is 18 times 40, 720C for the T17s. And then the T16.5s, I think, are 30C still. I'll do 35. I think 35 they'll still sell fast. I think they're like 40, 45, honestly. But yeah, it's random. We don't have a big bulk. Whatever. Toxic Sewer is not the best originator layout, probably. We'll value the T16.5s at 35. I think that's pretty conservative. So we got 18 of those. Even got a Phoenix map. It's kind of a meme. 630C. For the originator maps. And then we have 3 Gamba amulets. Boom. Conductivity. That's worthless for sure. Bear Trap. Auto Exertion. That's probably the 3 worst replicas I've ever seen. Let's make a 4th one. It's Crushing Fist. Crushing Wave. Okay. They're gone. We got a Combs. It's 20C. 17C. Whatever, insta sell. Incubators. There is 214 ornate incubators in here. There is 306 fossilized, and there is 246 skittering. I've been incubating these as I went, and I couldn't keep up. As you can see, I slightly over-sustained on these. I think you can sell these in bulk for 2C each. Just asking, is there anyone in chat who would buy these? Like if I was like, hey guys, I'm selling these now, all of these for 2C each. Would you buy them? I want them all. I want them. Yeah, I would buy them all right now. Me, I'll take them. Yeah, sure. Absolutely sure. No. 2C each, probably, yeah. I mean, that's good enough for me, but maybe you don't want to bother with this, so we'll price this. And then whether or not you want to include this in your profit, you can take it out in the end. So I only looted ornate, skittering, and fossilized. You can loot diviners too, but it's only one stacked every time, which is 2C. So you can probably only sell those for 1C each. I'm just gonna make sure also look at TFT. Yeah, so people do the bulk sale thing like they do with scarabs. They do it with incubators. So like 70% ninja price, 50% ninja price, 90% ninja price. Yeah, like this one sold 35% ninja price. One to buy softcore, thaumaturge incubators 2C each. Ornate incubators 4C each. This guy's buying ornates at 4C. Like I could message this guy now. I mean, he would buy them for 4C. That's unhinged. I have 200 of those. Wow. Yeah, I mean, he's incubating, killing hundreds of thousands of mobs and getting some divines sometimes or exiles. He's done the math and it's worth it for him to buy for 4C apparently. They give divines pretty often. Okay, there you go. I will conservatively value all of these at 2C each, I think. Half of them, or like a third of them are ornate, which are apparently 4C each, and the rest is probably 1 or 2C each. So we'll do total number of incubators times 2. 214 ornate, 306 fossilized, 246 skittering, times 2, 1,532C. It's like 7 divs of incubators. So in the end, if you don't want to bother with this or you just want to incubate them yourself, it'll apparently translate into even more value, but you got to micromanage it. It's an extra 7 div. I will add this to my profits because we got them. I picked them up, I filtered them, and I looted them. So we made the money. And now we take out our investment. Our investment was one of this scarab. They are like 4 or 5 on Faustus. Let's say 5. This will go up as this video goes out. People will invest in the scarabs because, wow, unless the strategy does well, it is as always the case. There is a million comments on all previous videos. Now scarabs are twice as much. Yes, and then the economy will stabilize after a few days and it goes back to normal. Anyway, 5C for this. Legion scarab, regular. 3 for 1C. So... That's so cheap. So 1C for 2 Legion Scarabs. So we are up to 6 investments so far. That's crazy. And then 3C for this Scarab. 9C investment. And then we also had Helicopter. Nemeses Scarab to make the rare monsters juicier. They are now 3C each. 2, 3C each. I paid 1.5, I think. 1.5 to 2. So let's say 2C each. That's 11 chaos per map. And I put 7C Legion on the map. So that's 18C per map. I ran 8 mod canyons that I self-farmed in the previous map farming strategy. It's regex 8 mod, which is anywhere from 5 to 10C per map. I had my own, and we didn't count the over-sustained random maps. So I will count 7C per map in between the 5, 10 and not counting the over sustain. So it's 7 times 50, I guess that's 350C. So 18C on scarabs plus 7 on the map. That's 25C per map times 50 is 1,250. Very cheap strat. That's all our investment. That's it. That's what we spent on this, okay? So we're already up 4,300 chaos, okay? Uh-oh. Wee woo. Now, I will take the splinters out because I don't want Wealthy Exile to fuck this up. The sets, the Legion sets, I want to price those properly. Okay, maybe we do a little magic. How much is this? 400 juice? Okay, okay, guys, the magic didn't work. Okay, we spent 20C. That was not good. Bad magic. So we got 37 sets. How much are Legion sets? 5-way Legion sets. 1 divine for 2 sets. 1 divine for 2 sets. 1 divine for 2 sets. That seems pretty consistent. So we got 37 Legion sets. They are much cheaper on Faustus. So 67. You're paying convenience to not spend gold and not have to click 5 different Legions. How much of a convenience are you paying? Almost double. Well, that's what they cost on TFT. So should we value them on Faustus or should we value them on bulk? Because we farmed a lot of bulk. Should we do Faustus pricing? Okay, sure. So it's 67C per set, and we have 37 sets, and we'll make a note that you could sell this for more in bulk if you want to bother. 67 times 37, so that's 2,479C for all the sets, and then we have an extra this many of Marakath. These are so cheap that I'm not even gonna value the extra of these. These are like another 50C or whatever. This is an extra 29 Marakaths at 32C each. 39 want to sell, but we'll go with the want to buy insta sell prices. 29 times 32 is another 928C. So that's our emblems, plus a little bit more for the other ones. Keep that in mind that you could sell this a lot more for people who are willing to not bother with Faustus and just buy 30 sets straight up instantly from you. They will overpay, but we're doing insta pricing. I'm gonna take these out now because we are going to value the scarabs as a single trade like we did last time. Bulk selling tool. Did anything change? Actually, Chayula splinters. This is like 24C for this. And of course, this invitation, 75C. And then all that's left here is the scarabs. So we can do a bulk selling tool and value the scarabs. What are people selling scarabs for now? Let's go with 70% again. We did that last time. We don't have a giant bulk of scarabs. It's only 50 maps, but you know, as always, if you farm more, if you build a big scarab tab, you can charge more. You can charge 70%, 75, 80, even 85, but we'll go with 70. So same thing, scarab, based or cringe F at 70% ninja value, and the divine ratio is 215. Let's go. Select tab. Boom. We have 4.75 div of scarabs, so it's a very small bulk. 1092. It's such a small tab. I'm gonna add 1,000 chaos. It's probably like 67% ninja price or something like that. Plus 1,000 scarabs. Be done with it. One trade. And now all that's left is these fossils, these essences, and the currency tab. How much did we actually make? Wealthy exile time. So the fossils, yes. Essences, yes. Currency, and that's it. So we already took out the investment. However much is in here and here and here is what we made, plus that. So that is 55 div. What? 15 div raw, 6.3 div in stag decks, 4.7 div in chaos, 3 div in dense fossils, 3 div in puzzle boxes, 2 div in chisels, 2 div in scours. Wow. 2 div in exalts. Okay, anything that's like getting overvalued here? 10C of chance orbs. No, this is all legit. Wow. Okay, how much is 55 div? 55 times 215 plus 11,825 chaos. That's 20,652 chaos, or 96 divs over 50 maps. Whew. So that's 1.92 div per map pure profit. Jesus Christ. Legion is good. It's not just fun, it's also good. How good though? It did take a long time to run this because there is 5 legions in every map. Or 4 or 5. 5 legions. And there's a lot of looting. It took 1 hour, 15 minutes to run 10 maps. So 75 minutes for 10 maps. That's 375 minutes divided by 60. It took 6.25 hours to run them. It's very long. What does that look like? That's 15.3 div per hour. Nice. Okay. It's a lot of clicking. And it's fun. And it's not super crazy numbers either. But it's, you know, better than All Can Go, slightly better than Breach. Not great XP. There's some things, and this is with the conservative pricing of the emblems. I was expecting slightly higher numbers. It's really good profit per map, but the maps take a long time. It's not that great, div per hour. It's still really fun. It's a really fun strat. I highly recommend putting in an inspired learning into your build if you can. I added it, and it's a lot of character power. You're killing a lot of rares. If you don't have a strong character, I just recommend not running this Scarab. I just recommend completely skipping the Eternal Conflict Scarab and just running base Legion. Replace it with some shrines if your character is really weak, add some character power, more shrines, and just run the maps faster. Even me, I think I would just, if I rerun this right now, I would just drop the Scarab completely and just run faster. Like, because of this Scarab, you always have to wait the entire time of opening the Legion. If you're not using this, you just instantly kill everything, and when everything is dead, the Legion opens, and you don't have to wait for the 20 seconds. This adds a lot of time, and I don't know if it actually adds enough juice to warrant using. If you have a really strong character and you're farming a lot, I think you can farm a Mage Blood or a Headhunter doing this. I got somewhere between 3 and 4 average belt drops per map. So it's like, you know, 2-3 heavy belts, 2-3 leather belts here and there, every map. And that adds up. If you run 100, 200 maps, I think you farm enough belts on average to like find a good belt. Gold, we got 1,462,683 gold from 50 maps, which is 29k gold per map. Not great, but not terrible either. It's pretty good. Based or cringed? It's based. I really like Legion. It was a lot of fun to run these, and it's probably even more fun with a Headhunter, although I would not give up the Mage Blood looting speed. It's really nice to run around fast with the Mage Blood Speed Flask and the Silver Flask. Not great div per hour, but pretty good and pretty fun. I would do it again, but probably just zoom faster without the Eternal Conflict Scarab. Anyway, that's been Based or Cringed Legion. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. There will be more. See you in the next one. Bye!